They go play action here on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, Newton. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's Jones. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, nice move. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Newton on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line, Jason Pierre-Paul in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Covington in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. K'Wan Short in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Newton on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Newton to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gano out to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Brady throwing on second down. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it, because getting point...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they face a second and long to start things out.
Here we go. Wait, set. Wait, 20. Wait, get.
To throw, it's Brady. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Kelly, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Akeem Hunt now to return. And now running right through it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go. Set. Block 80.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. He got 29 yards that time.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Christian Covington in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Brady. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's got Evans. And down inside the 15 he goes. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Brady hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first down, it's Newton. Buying time to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Set. 180. Hey, get right down.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. With it is Jackson. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On first down, Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
Here's Brady to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now Brady on the bootleg. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. And onto the field here come the Panthers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
20.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Wide 20.
Brady to throw on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Bucs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Wide 20.
To throw is Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Start fast, fellas. Start fast. Wide 20.
On second down, here's Brady. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Brady. This is caught by Jackson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This is Jones, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. That drive took him inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Newton. Pete's got it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Edelman was the intended target.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Here's Newton. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Levante David in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Newton. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the fourth. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dontari Poe in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
Leopard.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Okafor in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
On the ball. Great.
Newton's going to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Gets past one man. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Hunt on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
One last throw here for Newton. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.